With the Lakehouse Optimizer, practitioners can uncover inefficiencies in autoscaling and better understand where optimizations can be made to improve performance. A good place to start the investigation into the efficiency of our autoscaling is on the Workloads Pools reporting page. In this example, we see the Pools report showing us what is essentially stacked up clusters, the overall big picture of our autoscaling timeline. Each color shown is a cluster, and the height value indicates the number of VMs in use by that cluster. This allows us to clearly visualize how many VMs are in use by all clusters active at that moment and give a veritable snapshot of our environment at that moment in time. If we hover over a specific cluster, we can see its details, and we can also click on that section to open that workload. In this view, we can see the individual job runs that make up this workflow. All the way over on the right, under the Analyze column, we can click on the icon to view the autoscaling timeline. In this dialog, we can see all the elements, one driver and 4 workers, showing the individual cost of each as well as a duration. The timeline below only shows the workers. As the timeline of the job progresses, the job first uses 1 node, then 3, 4, back down to 2, back to 4, and so on. Each section of the graph shows us the length, duration, and cost. This tells us how the cluster autoscaled depending on the load in the job that was running or the cluster workload. We can see there is too much variation. Every time the cluster count jumps from 2 to 4, the job is stopping and waiting on the cluster to resize by 2 nodes to continue. This doesn't help the latency because these events are slowing down our processor. What we can learn from this is that it's possible we're better off just turning autoscaling off and using a maximum of 4 nodes. That may allow the job to finish sooner and may actually be cheaper overall despite some VMs sitting idle momentarily. Practitioners struggle to have an effective view into their autoscaling policies, but with the Lakehouse Optimizer, they can ensure that workloads are fully optimized for the best performance and lowest possible cost.